February 13th, 2014. I'm going to go back to February 2nd, which is Super Bowl Day, Super Bowl Sunday. Should have had Georgia here. We did invite her because she told us she was here I think the week before, so it was too close to have her over. And she's one we mentioned before that a girl that likes football and keeps we have our own little four-way competing on who wins games, and she actually won it this year, so yay for Georgia. But she didn't come because her husband's son came by. But she was saying something about she don't like going to these Super Bowl parties because everybody's drinking it. She's refrained. She's been dry now for some time, and she just hates going to these places. They all sit around getting shit-faced and can't really participate and enjoy it. And it's kind of hard to stay on the wagon when everybody's not on the wagon. But anyway. So we invited her over here because there's no drinkers in this house. But anyway, someone asked me what I think of the Super Bowl, and it was I want to say it was painful to watch because it was a slow game. We thought it would be a pretty competitive. I think a lot of people thought that the Denver. I think because even I said, even though I really like the Seahawks, I think Denver's going to win. But it didn't turn out that way. Pete Carroll had his team prepared and ready to play, and brought it to the game and walked away with it big time. So I'm a big Seahawks fan. Because I lived in Seattle, but I'm more Pete Carroll fan. I really like his looks and what he's done. I think he's got a very successful college background. I think he's one of two that's been successful as a college and made it to the Super Bowl. Won something or another. I have to ask Gordon about that. What the awards are, or what you want to call them. But yeah, I really thought it would be a more interesting fight, knockdown, drag out competition. But it was slow. I watched the whole thing because I know it was the last game of the year, and until fall starts up again, so you have to watch it. I didn't really get to see. I've seen some of the halftime show. People in this house don't really care, so we were in the kitchen cooking something or another. But I was able to sit down and catch like the last two songs. They must have switched it up. I have seen the Chili Peppers. TJ and I and Gordon, we actually drove down to St. Louis. And seen them. I had like fifth row there, and that was up close and personal. And it was pretty good. Even though the trip and the overall wasn't successful, wasn't very much fun. Got to see the art and touch it, but didn't get to go up in it. Gordon was still recovering from some of his stuff, so he wasn't in the best of clicking at 100%. So it wasn't as memorable as I would have liked, but it was a pretty good trip. We just drove down, seen the concert, and drove back. So it was like I wouldn't say 24 hours, but it was there and back again. I kind of like those things, just to take off and go. Kind of like I went to that Blue Oyster Cult concert, just took off and went, and the Black Sabbath concert, just took off and went and see the concert and crashed out and got up and drove back home. So hopefully because we're looking at a new car this year. With the new car, I'll be able to travel a little further distance without worrying about the ride, getting there and getting back. Because it seems like you can hop in a car and put a lot of gas in it for the price of a plane ticket. So looking forward. I think even Gordon said something about wanting to travel some. So we'll see if we can get him in the car and go. I'd like to go down to Oklahoma this year. I told my brother I'd come down and see him, so I gotta hold myself to that. So I'm gonna go down and see my brother and see the old man, and taking a concert at the same time. But anyway, that's that. Until next year, Super Bowl, February 13th, 2014. I'm going to leave you with a song from there's some tickets that popped up from the group was in town, the Lenta Rhythm section. They were very popular in the mid 70s. And this song from 1978, Imaginary Lover, was very, very popular. And after I played it this morning, I was humming it all day. But I remember seeing them on Don Kirshner's rock concert. I'm trying to think if they were at that Oklahoma jam that year. Seems faintly familiar. I know there's some groups there, but yep, this one. So they had cheap tickets tonight, $25, but work night, it's kind of hard to get up and go. I got a meeting in the morning, so that kind of worked out. Plus, I would have had to find somebody to go with me. Actually, I just went by myself. Long hairs, 70s.